get an All-Stars, and All-Stars, the best part about that, the only thing about season 1 of All-Stars was your untucked moments. Literally, your untucked moments. You had...
Oh, well, come on, Teletubby. Teleport us to Mars. What the
And then you had, ha!
Ha! Ha! I'm acting.
Like, you had these moments. Where do these iconic phrases and things come from? Do you just spit it out, or is it something you think about? Like, where do they come from?
Well, I can pre-calculate them, or they'll just kind of spontaneously come. That's one of my gifts. It kind of comes from my father, but he never properly has been able to use his. But he was always thinking of something. We'd be like, oh my God, what an idiot, with the things he would say sometimes. But that's where it comes from. The artistic comes from my father, And I didn't say my father fucked Marlena Dietrich. I said your father. But with the way they did the editing, they changed all that around. And I was talking to one of the producers who was putting the kerosene on us, really throwing the gasoline at us. So I was talking to her because she had come to my room. Like when they come and introduce you, and they'll come to the room and talk to you about what the show is going to be like the first few days you're there or before you start the show. And she comes in and was telling us all kinds of stuff and opening up to me. People always open up to me. I'm always listening. And I remember stuff forever. I'll remember conversations from 10 years ago or whatever, sometimes even longer. But so she comes in and is telling me all this stuff, all these horrible things that happened, and how her father was in Hollywood and how he had an affair with Marlena. And he was just a bit player, but he ended up in something, and they had done this. And then how her ex-boyfriend, they found out he was an alcoholic, because I was talking about my DUI. And she was like, oh, well, we found out he was an alcoholic after he had crashed the car with me in it and died. And they had found out that he was an alcoholic, blah, blah, blah. So I was going to actually use that against her, too. Oh, you want to bring it on? Let me bring it on, bitch. Let's bring this on. You want to get nasty? I'm going to get nasty.
When you look at your time that you were on Drag Race, is there a favorite moment that you had?
I think there was a stroke of genius when the water came out of my mouth on that car shoot on season 1. I think that was quite a stroke of genius that just happened to happen the way it did. Was there a favorite time? I had dreams prior to the show that I was going to be working with Chanel, and somehow we all ended up together in those groups and whatever. But no, I don't really have a favorite. I'm happy with the exposure and everything. And I like that I know that I'm only able to be on 2 shows twice on a row, eliminated second, and be able to be the most popular out of all of them. How does that happen? That's called star power, baby.
Your fans really do want to know, would you ever do another All-Stars the way that Manila and Latrice and Alexis Mateo and them have come back after All-Stars 1?
Well, you see, they've never asked me. They don't ask me. And I know that they did pull constantly on Gina. They were constantly calling her, but they never would pull her. Then they go out and spend all their money on all these costumes. You can expect for me not to be buying all these stupid costumes, these little dance costumes and what everybody's wearing all the time. I'm not doing that. So don't think I'm going to be coming on doing that. If I come on, I'm just going to come on, be myself, and that's it. You can have it. They'll even call me, the camera people that are usually there working, they'll be like, you're really good on camera. The behind the scenes people, the goddamn producers that are the problem. Snails, I squish them, put some salt on them, dry them out. And so anyhow, then the sound people also will come and tell me, they'll meet me sometimes at a bar or tell me when they see me out and about, you have the best, you always say the most funniest things. You're hilarious. We love editing you, But the show can't handle that because the show wants to play their game. That's what they want to play as a game. If they ask me back, yes, I'll probably say yes, but I'll probably have to and if I won the crown, I'll say I refused the crown because of the fracking, RuPaul. Ding! You know what I mean?
Is that a reason why you didn't go back to the season 10 when all the girls came back?
Oh, the fracking?
Oh, no, I don't mean fracking. I was meaning like in general. Was there a reason why you didn't go back to the season 10 reunion when everybody was there?
Hi everybody, today's video is sponsored by Bellway. Now, Bellway hit me up a couple of months ago and they said, you know what, we know you have Crohn's and you have IBS. Why don't you try our fiber supplement and see if that helps you? And to my surprise, the past 2 months have been the best when it comes down to my digestion and actually going to the bathroom on a regular schedule. And for literally probably 10 plus years, I have not been on a regular schedule. So I cannot thank them enough. Bellway is an organic, all natural fiber supplement. It is vegan, keto, and paleo friendly. It's gluten free. And let me just tell you, they use a super fiber that is called psyllium husk. And psyllium husk basically keeps your digestion system all good to go, keeps you on a regular schedule. And it, like I said before, it honestly has changed how I think now, how I'm going to the restroom, how my day is planned. It has become so helpful. What's also great is they have this discovery set, which allows you to try all of the flavors so you can figure out which one you want to buy for the full size. And the great thing about this discovery set is these little package, you can take it on the go. You just drop it in your 8 ounces of water, give it a little shake, and drink it, and you will be going on the regular without having any issues. The Discovery Set costs $29.99, but if you use my code JS25, that's JS25, you can get it all for $22. Once again, that's code JS25 to get this Discovery bundle for only $22. Your gut will thank you. I am telling you, my gut is still thanking me, and it's gonna continue to thank me because finally, I'm on the good flow. So, if you wanna get on the good flow, try out Bellway.
Oh, you got to go where the money flows. And baby, let me tell you, I was asked to go on the road with Trixie Mattel, who's a big fan of mine, and we went down under Australia, and I stayed down there and hung out, you know?
You were always really great at telling stories about going into your life and making situations that you've had in your life, like, very relatable and very comical and very fun. And like going back, a bit ago, and you had the video of you when you were getting ready and you were testing out your lighting, and you ended up talking about the story about finding a dead body.
Did I ever tell you the time that I found a dead body? I was out riding my bike one afternoon, and over in the ditch I spotted a mannequin. I thought it was a mannequin. I thought of all the ways I could dress it up and everything, But by the time I got up close, I realized it was actually a corpse. Right.
Where did that come from, and what made you want to tell the world about that?
The dead body one, well, I'm going to tell you something. My cousins, actually, they've had found a dead body out here. Because this lady was dealing dope or something, and she ended up getting bopped in the head, and they found her body out there. But that's, and I've always liked mannequins, and I was out, I'll be honest, I was out, and I smoked a J. We're not, it's illegal to smoke here in Texas. Don't mess with Texas. So I got on my bike and went for a ride, and I thought, okay, this is an idea. And I went with the idea. And then I knew I was going to get ready for DragCon and make some promotions and whatnot. So I said, okay, this will be a great video. Because I enjoy making videos. That's one thing I do like to direct. I do like to create scenes and scenarios. And I like making fun of older styles. I like to take weird, interesting scenarios and make fun of them and make them into those dubbed over films. I do a lot of those, like Love Cherries and with the Secretary of Love and all the different ones. I like to take and make these and direct these, and we're working on them. In fact, I was going to be making some this summer, but now we ain't got nothing. Broken dreams, that's all we have. But I like directing. I like to create. That's just very normal for me to do that. It just kind of comes to me. I have ideas, and I come to me, and I'll rework them in my head. If I'm writing a song, sometimes I just recreate it and get it going.
Did you ever figure out who the dead body was?
No.
No.
No. It was just a dead body.
So you're YouTube, and you talking about creative ideas, and you put out this video a few months ago, and it was 20 years of Tammie.
Yes.
Now let me tell you, I saw this video and I clicked it. Midway through the video, I literally was like, is this an in memoriam? Like, did Tammie Brown, is she okay? Like, that's what went through my head because the music changed, and I was like, oh, these are her best moments. What goes through your head when you do things like that?
So right now I'm working with a creative partner, John Mark. Him and I work together, and we are working together in the Browns. He plays his son in the Browns, and he's on payroll, and he's the one that puts together. He has some ideas, and he'll bring them to me. And he looked for me a while back, but I tested him for a minute. I usually test people. Oh yeah, because there's a lot of club talk out there. Shout out to barbecue, but a lot of people that tell you stuff. And so he sent me a script for the Browns, and it just came together. I was like, this is right on my wavelength. I can totally see this, and I can do this. This is right on the same style of what I'm doing. So we were able to collaborate really well.